Saint Peter Damian was born in 1007 AD in Ravenna, Italy, during a time of great turmoil and corruption in both the church and society. Orphaned at a young age, he was raised by an older brother who treated him harshly. However, another brother, Damian, recognized Peter's intelligence and provided him with an excellent education. Out of gratitude, Peter later adopted the name Damian. Called to ministry, after excelling in his studies, Peter Damian became a professor, but he soon felt a deep calling to leave the world behind and dedicate himself entirely to God. In 1035, he joined the Hermitage of Font of Alana, a strict monastic community devoted to prayer, penance, and study. His holiness and intellectual brilliance quickly made him a leader, and he was elected prior in 1043. As prior, he reformed monastic life, emphasizing deep prayer, silence, fasting, and strict adherence to the rule of Saint Benedict. His reputation for holiness and wisdom spread throughout Italy, making him an influential spiritual leader. Works and achievements as a bishop. Though Peter Damian longed for a life of solitude, Pope Stephen IX called him to serve as the Cardinal Bishop of Ostia in 1057. Reluctantly, he accepted, seeing it as God's will. As a bishop, he worked tirelessly to reform the church, fighting against simony, the buying and selling of church offices, clerical immorality, especially the violation of celibacy, corruption among high-ranking clergy. He courageously rebuked priests and bishops who had fallen into sin and worked closely with several popes to purify the church. He also played a key role in defending the authority of the pope over secular rulers. Despite his high office, he remained humble, preferring a simple life. Eventually, he asked to resign and was allowed to return to his monastery, though he continued to be called upon for important church missions. Works and achievements. As a doctor of the church, Peter Damian was not only a great reformer but also a brilliant theologian and writer. He wrote numerous letters, treatises, and sermons addressing the challenges of his time. Some of his most famous works include Liber Gomorrhaeus, the Book of Gomorrah, a bold condemnation of moral corruption among clergy, writings on monastic life, promoting discipline, penance, and deep spiritual contemplation, defenses of papal authority, emphasizing the Pope's role as the head of the Church. His deep theological insights, love for the Church, and commitment to reform led Pope Leo XII to declare him a doctor of the Church in 1828. Canonization. Saint Peter Damian was canonized by Pope Leo XII in 1828, recognizing him as a model of holiness, intellectual brilliance, and tireless dedication to the Church's renewal. His feast day is celebrated on February 21st. Lessons from his life. 1. Courage in the face of corruption. Peter Damian fearlessly spoke the truth, even when it was unpopular. 2. Humility and detachment. Despite his power and influence, he longed for a simple monastic life. 3. Dedication to prayer and penance. He showed that true reform starts with personal holiness. 4. Obedience to God's call. Even when he desired solitude, he accepted his role as a bishop to serve the Church. Reflection question. Like Saint Peter Damian, are we willing to stand for truth and holiness, even when it is difficult?